How you doing, guys? Not doing it on the webcam this time. I know some people appreciate that. I don't really give a fuck if they do or not, but I just felt like doing it on my camera today. So we've got a couple new reviews to do, and one beer I've already reviewed I'm going to do over again. But we're going to start with the new stuff. This just showed up in the USLC probably last week. It is the Spring Small Batch Brew, equal parts historic and legendary, limited time offering from Waterloo Brewing Company out of Ontario. If you go back a few months, you will have noticed my brother and I did a similar box, and it was called the box set. Last summer, I think it was, we did that. And there is one beer in this that's a holdover from it. There's 3 different beers in this, 2 cans of each beer. Be advised, like most specialties that are either from outside the country or outside the province, they are a bit higher in price than what you'd pay for a 6-pack here locally of, like, say, Propeller or something like that. It's 15 something for this one. Not as egregious as saying, say, like paying $15 for that damn Guinness Black Lager in the 330 milliliter bottles, because here we have the 473 milliliter semi-tall boys, I guess you could call them. So we're going to do, this has the authentic amber from Waterloo. It's got Waterloo's Iron Horse Bock and Waterloo's Classic Pilsner. So the holdover from last year is the Waterloo Authentic Amber, so I'm not going to be reviewing that one. It was a pretty good beer, though. I was generally quite surprised. First one we're going to get into, I'm always interested in seeing if someone can pull this style off and make it good. This is Waterloo's Classic Pilsner. 5% alcohol by volume, premium beer it says, which people wouldn't put that on their cans. Waterloo Classic Pilsner, craftsmanship. Our brewmaster's great love for beer has been the heartbeat of this company since 1870. Now, if you saw our reviews of the box set beers from last summer, you know Waterloo / Brick Brewing has not been around since 1870. They took over a brewing facility that's been there since 1870, but they're not the same company, no matter how much they try to pretend they are. So keep that in mind. This is just your typical PR bullshit that I really wish smaller breweries wouldn't do. They don't need to do that. They just need to focus on making good beer. Okay, so we're going to open this up. So basically it's your European Pilsner. It's going for that sort of Pilsner Kel sort of thing. Got my Blanche de Chamblay glass sent to me by the Albino Rhino quite a little while back. One of my favorite glasses, which is weird because I usually don't like these style glasses, but for some reason I've really been using this one a lot, and it's damn near perfect for this style of beer. Look at that. Looks very good. The body color wise is, you know, your typical macro kind of color, really. Any sort of Pilsner color, really, but it's more golden yellow than piss yellow, I'd say, at least. Head, very nice. It almost looks like one of those nitrogen widget hits almost. It's so nice and creamy and fluffy. Very, very nice. Looks the part of basically a classic Pilsner. So cheers. We're going to go right to the aroma here. Yeah. The Sin's definitely got some of that classic Pilsner profile. You got a little bit of breadiness in the malt right up front. A little bit of floral / earthy hop character in the back. It does not smell quite as good as, say, Pilsner or Kel. Does not smell quite as good as the Garrison Pilsner I did, which you can check back in the archive. But it's actually pretty good. It smells a few levels above your typical macro interpretation of a Pilsner, let's put it that way. Smells better than any of those sort of lagerish export ales you get around here in Canada, like Olin's and stuff like that. It smells pretty good for what it is. And so we're going right to the taste. Cheers. Yeah. You can definitely tell it's not a macro type Pilsner. Just taking the first sip of it. Again, you get the bready malts right up front. Of course, very light body. That's to be expected. Classic for the style. But you get this really nice, earthy, dry hop bite in the back. Very, very nice dry. Very crisp and refreshing without aggressive carbonation or anything like that. It's just the hops alone give it that sort of crisp taste. The dryness lingers very well. Like again, I said it's not quite Pilsner or Cal, but it's very, very good. I'm actually very surprised how well they did on this. Because this is the same brewery that gave us bloody Waterloo Dark, which is atrocious. Well, I guess it's not atrocious, but it's not very good. But this is actually really good. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. Very, very nice. Perfect summer sort of beer. It's maybe got a little less complexity than some Pilsners, and I know Pilsners aren't necessarily known for being overly complex, but Pilsner Urquell definitely has more subtle complexity than this does. This is very one or two note, but the one or two notes are very, very good. So I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. That is for Waterloo Classic Pilsner, 3.5 out of 5. Definitely worth trying out. I wish they would release that in single cans down here. Replace that damn Waterloo Dark. Put that on the shelves down here. I would buy that. I know my brother would buy that all the time. Cheers, guys. We'll see you later.